We lawyers are supposed to be pretty good at dealing with conflicts. So why is it so hard to deal when a team member comes at you in the heat of the moment with their emotions running high? Brain science has shown that when we're upset or agitated, our higher processing centers shut down, making it difficult to think clearly and rationally. And if we're not careful, our team members' agitation will trigger us. And now we're both upset. And that's just not productive. I'm Doug Brown, and I've been helping lawyers lead better teams and manage conflict for more than 25 years. In today's video, I'm going to share a couple of tips you can use to de-escalate conflicts in the moment based on the science of cognitive behavioral therapy. We'll cover what to say, what not to say, and help bring the temperature down and pave the way for a more reasoned interaction. So here are a few tips. First, you've got to acknowledge the person's feelings. This is going to help them feel heard and validated, which can help you bring down the temperature. Now, I'm not suggesting you have to agree with them that they're right. You just have to acknowledge that you've heard them. So you might say something like, I can see you're upset and I want to help you work through this, or I understand how you feel, or yes, I hear you. That you have to break the cycle, because when somebody's really upset, they just want to be heard. Next, you want to ask some open-ended questions to help the person feel more heard and understood. And it's really important here to be actively listening. You're not trying to problem solve. You're trying to get the information out on the table. Because part of the science of this is, as someone articulates what they're feeling, they're going to know what they're heard, and they're going to be processing it as you go along. And this is going to shift the focus from the emotion to the really underlying issue. One of the great techniques that's in Chris Foss's Never Split the Difference is to extend the conversation and just kind of repeat back the last thing they said. So if somebody is coming at you and saying, so-and-so, isn't listening to me, you might just say, isn't listening to you, and get them to continue to speak. So you really want to take the time and get their feedback. So the third is, you really don't want to criticize the person or blame them or try to minimize, how they're feeling. You want to avoid saying things like, well, I get it, everybody feels that way. And you really want to just be present. Think about, if you were in their situation, because you're not the upset one, what would you want to hear? Don't try to be too quick to solve the problem yet, because you just want to get it out so that they release that energy and get over the fear, fight, or flee and reflex. So focus on the issue at hand and then seek permission to find the solution. I said permission because sometimes the person is coming to you just wants you or needs you to listen. So simply can I help you try to solve this problem, is a really important step. Don't miss that. Don't just assume that they want you to solve the problem, although they might. And your job is to help them figure out how to solve the problem, not to give them a prepackaged solution. Now, once emotions have cooled down, you can start working towards a resolution of that problem. When somebody knows they've been heard, you create a sense of collaboration and teamwork, and now you're on your way to diffusing the conflict, or at least de-escalating it. So remember, when someone comes to you in the heat of the moment, it's easy to get caught up in the emotions of the situation. When you stay calm, reflect and acknowledge the person's feelings, and help them with permission find a solution, now you start to de-escalate the conflict and pave the way for more reasoned interaction. And by the way, I get how difficult this is. We lawyers are great at conflict, and especially when there's a judge, but in the employment world, there really is no judge. At least you hope there isn't. You've got to figure out a way to engage and to listen and to come at it in a really productive way. And nobody trained us how to do this. So if this is something you feel like you'd like some help with, or have a situation you want to review, there's a link below. You can sign up, apply for a complimentary strategy conversation. If you like this video, please like, comment, or share. And until next time, bye for now.